is homecoming week at Missouri Valley College, and with the return of alumni to campus comes the return of some of the traditions of the college and of homecoming. I'm Sharon Thompson. Our top story, Brody Von Brethorst, is a student at Missouri Valley College who earned a Public Safety Award from the state of Missouri. KMVC's Austin Bolin reports on Von Brethorst's life-altering quick thinking.
Brody Von Brethorst earned a public safety medal for his actions during September of 2020 when he saved a 17-year-old boy from drowning after a cliff-jumping accident. The incident took place on a 40-foot bluff on Stockton Lake. Von Brethorst says the incident had a big impact on his life.
It shows just how some things can just go straight from good to bad in less than a second.
Von Brethorst received the Public Safety Civilian Partnership Award from Governor Mike Parson. Von Brethorst says he is honored for the recognition.
I feel good about it and happy with it. It means a lot that people care to give me an award for it, so just really thankful and blessed for it.
The Cedar County Sheriff's Office nominated Von Brethorst for this award. Von Brethorst was one of 22 people receiving awards. Austin Bolin, KMVC News.
Our recipients of the Public Safety Awards are nominated and then reviewed by the Missouri Medal of Valor Review Board before being recognized by the Department of Public Safety. The latest numbers on the Missouri Valley College COVID dashboard shows a continued downward trend in the active cases count on the campus community. Missouri Valley is reporting 2 active cases in the population of 1,750 people. That's down 1 from a week ago, and the number KMVC News has reported has dropped with each broadcast. Masks are still required for all indoor activities for this week's homecoming events. Saturday's football game requires a ticket for entrance, which are available through valleyworld.com. Labor shortages in Missouri and throughout the nation are hitting businesses since the return of cities and states from COVID-19 lockdowns. KMVC Courtney Cole reports on how the labor shortages affect Marshall.
The labor shortage is happening in Marshall. There are a few businesses such as Walmart, Domino's, and Wood & Houston's Bank that are looking for employees to add to their staff.
You know, we have, in the past year and a half, the pandemic has definitely affected the number of applications that we're seeing. Now that people we're working remotely, that's become something totally different in our landscape. And even though I've seen a little bit of a decrease in applications, we still have a lot of people that apply to work for Wood & Houston Bank, and I think it's, and it's just my opinion, but I think it's because we are a strong and thriving bank.
Even though COVID-19 put a halt on some day-to-day living, such as working remote instead of in the office, they're hoping for things to go back to normal and for people to keep on applying.
Well, we're always looking to hire great candidates. We've got lots of wonderful positions that we have available within the bank. We are in 6 different markets and we have 13 banking centers. So there's always a need to have great people to work for us. So that's why we're looking to hire.
Wood & Houston Bank is always taking applications and look forward for those who apply. Courtney Cole, KMVC News.
Wood & Houston accepts applications in person and online. The Missouri Valley College Faces of Jesus exhibit is once again open to the public. The Faces of Jesus is a collection that features both printed and original work of Jesus Christ. KMVC's Adam Bolkin reports on the return to Facing the Faces of Jesus.
Through the centuries and across every continent, art has reflected the personality of Jesus Christ. Missouri Valley College Faces of Jesus exhibition is fully open for visitors. The Faces of Jesus is a collection of over 200 images focused on the figure of Jesus and his significance today. Campus chaplain Nick Petrov says the Faces of Jesus exhibition is one of the largest collections of Jesus Christ.
It is one of the largest collection of images of Jesus Christ, and it portrays the main message of Jesus Christ, which is love.
Petrov says people from all over Missouri comes to visit.
Groups, women groups, they come, they visit, people from St. Louis, from Kansas City, and they're all curious to see how Jesus looks like.
The gallery is open Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 9 to 3, Tuesdays and Thursdays from 11 to 3, and 6 to 9 on Sundays. Adam Balkin, KMVC News.
The Faces of Jesus collection was donated to Missouri Valley College by Broadway Church in Kansas City after Valley won a bid for the collection. The paintings are for the educational benefits of exploring values at the intersection of art, religion, and spirituality. Mid-semester breaks are back on Valley's schedule. Fall break is when students and faculties get 2 extra days out of school, but during this break, a lot of individuals attend NASCAR fundraising. Fall break is a time where most individuals travel to get a break from school and work. But with COVID-19 last year, students and faculties couldn't get a break. Registrar Marshall Ashley, the one of many people who added fall break into the Missouri Valley schedule, is glad to have fall break back.
It was not to allow students to leave and then come back having spread the virus and everything. So we said, we're going to start, we're going to just continue to go. We're not going to have fall break, and we're going to be done by November. So we had to get our number of weeks in, and to keep students here, we decided to suspend it last year.
Lashley also says how she thinks it's good to give faculty and students a break from school.
I think it's good to have a fall break.
Mm-hmm.
College is hard, and it's very time consuming, and sometimes you just have to have a couple days off just to kind of breathe, take a deep breath. It's also time, if you're a little bit behind, you have a couple extra days to kind of catch up. So I think it's a good thing. When I was first approached about it the first time, I really hadn't given it much thought. I thought, why do you need a break? But it's a good thing, and it's much appreciated by, I think, both faculty, staff, and students.
As some students start coming up with plans for how to spend their fall break, other students are preparing to go to the NASCAR fundraising event. The fall break is built around the NASCAR race at the Kansas Motor Speedway. Students help with parking and take tickets as a part of their fundraising effort. With the cancellation of fall break last year, many students had to fundraise by working in the dining hall. But the return of fall break means the return of migration of students to Kansas City, Kansas for a weekend in October. It's Valley's largest fundraiser and is set up through Associate Athletic Director Michael Mackles. This fundraiser helps teams potentially double their budget, helping with money for gear and travel.
This fundraiser is huge. It's a big undertaking. We have roughly 200 students that travel from campus to the Speedway, and we work as ushers, ticket takers, and we also run the infield fan walk area. So got a lot of responsibility. You look at all the credentials, and we do some bag searches, things along those lines to help keep the place safe. But it's a big undertaking.
NASCAR holds another event at the Kansas Motor Speedway in the spring, but the date for that has fallen after graduation for the last few years. The Missouri Valley College women's soccer team sits atop the Heart of America Athletic Conference standings along with Central Methodist with a perfect league score. The Vikings were looking to maintain that mark against the newly named Evangel Valors. The game was nearly an hour old before it saw its first goal. That goal came from Valley's Emily Rodriguez, who put her shot just over the goalkeeper and under the crossbar. Paula Ochoa scored 4 minutes later to make it 2-0. Emily Larson added a pair of goals for the Vikings, and Missouri Valley shuts out Evangel 4-0. Valley's defense was stifling. The Vikings allowed just one Evangel shot on the night, and it came in the first half. The Vikings hit road over the weekend to play another team at the bottom of the Heart standings. After falling behind early, Missouri Valley rallied for 4 goals and beat Mount Mercy 4-1. The Vikings' 4 goals came from 4 different players, and aside from the first goal, it was another shutdown performance by the defense, as the Vikings outshot the Mustangs 29-5. The 16th ranked Vikings host number 13 Columbia Tuesday night in a game available on the Viking Sports Network. The Missouri Valley's men's soccer team was trying to add another W against winless Evangel. Missouri Valley took a 2-0 lead into the second half when head coach Vladimir Simic subbed in rarely used David Gonzalez, and David Gonzalez had a night of nights, scoring not once, not twice, but 3 second-half goals. Valley won 5-0. Dusan Milosevic earned a shutout for standing on the field. After the game, Simic couldn't help but laugh about Gonzalez's improbable night.
And our coaching staff and obviously the team and the fans were so excited for him. He worked so hard in the past year to get to this point, and he played very well in that game.
Missouri Valley also pitched a shutout against Mount Mercy Saturday. The Vikings are now 5-2 in the Heart and sit in 4th place in the conference standing. The Missouri Valley women's volleyball team went into the weekend's action trying to halt a 3-game losing streak, but the weekend opened with a match against the 24th-ranked Grandview Vikings. Grandview used a 9-3 run to take the first set 25-19 and waltzed to a 25-15 second set win. In the third set, there was just too much of Grandview's Alexa Outerich Ingram. She had 14 kills on the night. Bailey Sullivan had 30 assists, and the Grandview swept the Vikings. Maltai Teixeira had 10 kills for the Vikings in the loss. So Missouri Valley's game against William Penn was an effort to stop the 4-game losing streak, and the Vikings took the first set with double-digit kills and a handful of aces. The rest of the afternoon belonged to William Penn. The Statement's Olivia Johnson had 13 kills, 11 digs, and 2 blocks to pace Penn to the 3-1 win. Missouri Valley falls 2-9 on the year in the Heart and 8-18 overall. Valley faces number 11 CMU Tuesday and Baker on Thursday before hitting the road this weekend. The Missouri Valley football team opened Southern Division play in the Heart of America Athletic Conference against Evangel in Valley's homecoming match. Both teams finished their tour on the North 3-3, but both teams beat Graceland, William Penn, and Clark. Both teams lost to Grandview, Peru State, and Culver Stockton. Missouri Valley's last win against Evangel was in 2016. The kickoff is set for 2 and is available on Viking Sports Network. The Missouri Valley College women's basketball season is about to start, and with the new season comes a new coach. KMVC Maria Lopez reports on the Valley's new coach is a familiar face.
The challenge for Missouri Valley College women's basketball team is to be ready to practice and have a new leader. Coach Lester came from Baker University, and he wants to share with us how he works with the ladies and what the team and the people at home should expect from him this year.
I've spent 7 years in this conference coaching at Baker University. We played in 4 national tournaments, won the conference 3 different times. I know what it takes to win at this level. I feel like Missouri Valley is a place that we can do the same things that we were doing at Baker. I'm really excited about this team. We're very young, just to try to continue to grow every single day. I think this group has a lot of potential, and it's just a matter of how quickly we can put it together. But it's been a lot of fun getting to know them so far, and I'm looking forward to seeing where we can go.
15 ladies are down the responsibility of Coach Lester, who is working hard for the new season coming up. The first game will be on October 29th at Beryl College. Maria Lopez, KMVC News.
Lester is the 3-time Heart of America Athletic Conference Coach of the Year. His teams at Baker set single-season win records 3 times, including a 30-win season in 2017. The next KMVC News broadcast is on October 19th. Thanks for watching. I'm Sharon Thompson, and this is KMVC News.